Okay, we are at the final stage of the tree trimming, and today we're waiting on the grapple trucks to come and pick up all of that debris as well as all of this debris. We took special attention to make sure that Monique's property did not lose that look that it had, before we started with the foliage and the almost the tunnel-like entrance into the property. With all these beautiful trees, and so as you can see, it's maintained. There is a little bit more sunlight, obviously because we trimmed off a lot. But when this starts to grow back, it's gonna really be beautiful. The only thing I would mention to Monique is that there is a lot of staining going on um, with um, with the trees. So, I know it's kind of like a trade-off. You want that nice, lush covering, but it does kind of come at a price, as you could see, with all the staining. So I would recommend at some point maybe a little pressure washing. You get a real sense of how much timber and wood is here, when you look at this pile, and then you look at that one from over here. I think it's going to take 2 trucks to take this away. We'll know soon enough. We'll see what they get into it. But, okay. So anyway, look how nice and separated the house is now from all of that overhang. What a difference. You could really see that um, that footprint of the property. You got a good 16 foot, and we did put a lot of attention into trimming these as to not lose those beautiful sea grape trees that have just taken years and years to grow. Now as these start to grow back and all the leaves come back, this is going to be beautiful, but it's going to be a clearly defined straight line, which will give the property some real definition. Some of the straggler type things, like these little, you know, abstract bushes that were floating around. Some of them were ficus, some of them were sea grape. We cut them down low, so this way, as they grow back in, there'll be more of a bush feeling rather than just some random tree growing. And this tree, we wanted to make sure that we maintained it, so we trimmed it up real good and took a lot of it away. However, again, it's the same thing. You got to prune these, and then after you prune them, they grow back, and when they grow back, they come back much prettier and much more maintained looking. Um, we gave these a little haircut, made them manageable, and again, they're nice height. There's privacy, um, but they're managed and they're maintained, and that's the look that we're going for. All right, and you can see from the backyard perspective how we've separated these 2 properties, but yet we've maintained a good amount of privacy, and the property line, runs along these hedges, and once this is all done, it'll really start to look good. And then in the backyard, as you can see, we've trimmed a lot back. I purposely left this tree to kind of grow over a little bit because I think it's pretty, and I think it adds a certain amount of shade, and it's just nice looking. And then the hedge wall in the back has a real good haircut. We've gotten it down to about 6 foot, and we've shaved the front of it so that grows back better, as well as the top. And now it's just a matter of maintaining this. We're not going to need such an extreme tree trimming event in the future. Now it's just a matter of maintaining this and making sure that we keep it under control and don't let it get too far out of hand. All of this stuff we'll deal with as we progress forward, because when these guys start digging this up and setting the forms to pour concrete, all of these bushes and whatnot will come out then, because they're going to be coming in here with little bobcats and Probably bobcats. I don't think they'll do this with backhoes, but most likely bobcats. This banana tree I want to salvage. This is a beauty. I don't want to lose that. And again, we'll probably trim it a little bit so that it grows taller, and maybe even put a couple of stakes in so that it grows more vertical, straight up, rather than kind of like it is now where it's kind of leaning off. So we'll play with that. But for the most part, yeah, the last step of this will be just waiting for these guys to come with the trucks and pick up all this wood and debris. And I'm hoping they get here soon. It's about 11:30. I don't want to hear from the city because I know they're very touchy on this. But yeah, so that's it. You see what's going on. Okay.